Okay, we are right back, and this is where it gets weird for me because it took me almost, 15 minutes to do the tribute. Sissel. Oh, I wish I could say her last name. I don't, It'd be nicer if I could pronounce her last name. Now, here, Exodus off the album Pleasures of the Flesh. We have the title track, Pleasures of the Flesh. This is the opposite end of the spectrum. So, if I invited everyone in to think of a deeper, higher level of consciousness, the dog is really pushing my buttons this morning. Pancho, dude, I should film this. Oh, he's grumpy. Are you grumpy? Ooh, can you bite? Oh, he's very angry. Are you angry? He's angry because I don't want him chewing on his leg, but I don't want him in the cone because he's in the cone too much. Yeah, now I know. You look at me when I say that word because you know what that means, don't you? I think he's going senile. Now, he gets nothing but love. And the irony of this moment is for him constantly picking at his hot spot is his unfortunate pleasures of the flesh. Repeating some sort of inappropriate, slightly relieving, but mostly painful experience. Personal opinions, of course. What do I know? This could be just a kick-ass thrash tune, and my dog has nothing to do with it. But if the last song inspires me to think, this all inspires me to think too. Hey, you're like a masochist. I want to hurt. And I won't make any more inappropriate jokes, but yeah, you coming out of this thing scarred for life, my little buddy. And, I mean, he's actually pretty healthy outside of not leaving that shit alone. Pancho, 2.5 minutes of you already. Should we cut it out? What should we do? Nah, there was a nugget in there. So, this one is just for me. So I could chill and get out of the rambling spot and just listen to some tunage. So that's what we're here for. This is basically for me out of my top 5. Before I better. So yeah, just to double down and make sure, I pulled up the lyrics and checked, and yes, as much as I hate to admit it, this is so appropriate, and yeah, it's a. I don't think it's a celebration of cannibalism, but this song is about the. Okay, you know, I got that Cannibal Corpse, right? Imagine guys who liked cannibal movies from the 70s, right? Tarantino-esque exploitation films from the same area, mix it together in a couple. I think there's at least one educated gentleman there. You know, looks can be deceiving. You get ideas, right? I don't think it's an endorsement. I've been listening to this album for a lot of years. I never wanted to, go barbecue a neighbor. So, even though it's about, okay, man, I should put you on Front Street. Every time I start talking to you, folks at home, he starts working. And then I look at him, and now he's laying back down like he's no, don't watch me eat my paw. It's good. I just want a little. Dude, do you know the irony of this moment with this? This guy. I wasn't sure how to segue into all this, but the Tom shirt and an upcoming reaction are, yeah. I was kind of going back to the beginning today, and I wanted to talk about some of the darker lines, because I like horror films, and I can consume stuff, and she don't like I like. I can watch Cannibal Holocaust or any of those. I've seen a lot of extreme horror films. Now I draw the line. So if you've ever seen the iceberg of extreme horror, no, I'm nowhere close. There's many, many horrific genres of film and music I don't dabble in. I like when a little of those darker things get in my mostly mainstream productions. The Cannibal song in this album, the dark lines, the antifreeze lines in Upchurch and Webby and EO and stuff like that. These well, Tom's got a few of them, and he's got this song, and I think eventually we'll tie it all together here. And what I was thinking is this: back to the cannibal part of our story here. Well, so I'm an old guy. Been listening to this for a lot of years. This came out when I was pretty young. I still kind of get driven by thrash in an aggressive underbeat, backbeat. I don't know if the old school thrashers who understand these concepts would. I worry if it all came head to head. I think the sensitive people who just wanted, a calf to chew on, I don't think they're going to do as well as the aggro people. I think we should probably stick to some farming. I'm just saying, I'm not sure the younger generation makes it through there. I think the older people have been consuming some aggressive ideas a lot longer, and it sort of tips off and goes the wrong direction. You might not want to be a young, sensitive sort when it comes to, pleasures of the flesh and alternative sources of protein. I'm so kidding. Man, I just don't know what to do with all this, and I'm either manic as shit or just happy as hell. But either way, I am up, up, up. Now, I'm not sure, but isn't one of these dudes actually playing with Slayer right now? All right, yeah. I don't know if I don't actually know which guy's which. Gary Holt, ended up right. Hell, on a side note, it looked like he was a roadie before and maybe a guitar tech. I didn't know that. So, very interesting. It's not all about weird cannibal subjects and my dog eating himself. Sometimes we can learn something. Well, I'm going to use that loosely. I don't know how much we learn. It just ends. Yeah, and then wow, that took long enough. So yep, enough said in this one too. This was supposed to be just a break. Wow. On fire. Hey, that was Exodus, Pleasure of the Flesh, off Pleasures of the Flesh. Cannibalism. Don't do it. Start a garden, but not like Motel Hell. That's the wrong type of garden to start. Think vegetables. Later.